Welcome to day 16 of the 10-minute drawing challenge with Luminous Beings Books. I'm Matthew, and I gotta admit, I'm not feeling motivated today at all. I don't know if I slept poorly or what, but I don't know, I'm just not a happy camper. Some people might even just call me a camper. Sorry, it's a Jim Gaffigan joke, sort of. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start in a couple seconds at the 30 mark, and here we go. So, working on form, working on drawing the body in different positions, because I need to be able to do that. And, I don't know. I'm not sure I want to keep going with the storyboarding right now. I mean, I definitely need to do more work on the body. See, this is why I'm primarily a writer and not an artist, because I just for some reason, I guess I haven't cultivated the discipline yet to really be a full-on artist. So, but, you know, it's not a positive attitude. That's not going to help me in the future. So, I got to keep going. So this is day 15 stuff, right? Kind of create a delineation. I don't know if this is a good idea or not for me to keep conserving paper like this, but here I am. So let's see. Draw the swimming. So I actually drew this with paint the other day, and I think it came out really nicely. It's basically Sion trying to pull at this stone that's stuck on the ocean floor. I think that's a pretty good... that doesn't really... It's a little flat. It lacks dynamism to really communicate the motion that I intend. So I don't know if like another angle would work on that better. So keeping in mind that I'm going to be kind of doing a skeletal sketch of Sion, trying to pull this thing out. Let me just, in fact, just do it real quick right here. Like, what's the best? So if he's crouched down over it, it's his spine. His legs are like this. Probably like that, actually. Neck's probably leaned forward. No, I mean, if you're really pulling back, you're going to be straighter like that, arching back even. So his shoulders are right here, locked onto the item, and he's pulling. Gotta fight on every day. We do gotta fight on every day. That's what we gotta do with our lives, right, folks? Sorry, I'm really feeling out of it. See, now here's the problem. The pose is decent. I feel like it basically communicates him, you know, struggling to pull something. I think it lacks a little bit of tension, and unfortunately it doesn't really match with my description, how I wrote what was happening. Honestly, I got really passionate about comics, and I'd love to do comics. And I've heard, just in passing, that comics writing, the scripting for comics is very different from just drawing or just writing a short story. But I am going to experiment with, like, can I take a short story like this and turn it into a comic of some sort? But I mean, more than, like, do I need to draw Sion in full each time? Practicing would only make me better at drawing him and drawing in general, but I know that getting the posing right and the view of it right is also very important. So, like, if this were an actor on a camera, if this were animated, and you were right up in there and even if it was tilted away so that this was prominent and almost like obscuring his face a little, I mean, that would look a lot more impactful. But this is an animation. I have to figure out how to use a single still frame to get the effect that I want. So let me try that. So he swims down, and then he's gonna throw a rectangle out here and start drawing again. So anyway, I was gonna make some sort of gym joke. Let's see, I wonder if I could like exaggerate even further. Like his knees are up, his butt's real low because he's just trying as hard as he can. So his knees are like really high up, and he's like almost hanging off of it. It's so dramatic. Shoulders are rolled back. Elbows are here, and he's just like straining and straining. I think asymmetry would even sell it too. Like, he's struggling so desperately to pull this thing, he can't even keep his body straight. Like bracing himself, kind of maybe even twisted a little bit in his shoulders. His arms probably too long. But like, I don't know, I feel pretty good about that. Like, that really communicates to me, like, he's arching back, trying to grab this thing. So that's decent. I guess I just need to narrow it down. Maybe we should just sketch it from a different angle. See what I mean? Like, let's do a top down. Why not? Let's do a top down. It might actually be a good idea to try drawing things from different angles like this anyway. So we got torso. Well, no. If I want to keep that dynamism, I can't do that. I mean, I can't. Well, that's not a dynamic pose. I can do whatever I want, but that's not dynamic. So his head should be like back here. Or even, you know what, that would be higher up on the surface where we'd be able to see because he's straining here. I'm like, shoulders are rolled, arms go like straight down almost because feet are like right in there. I mean, I think that communicates pretty well. His arms should have a little more, I mean, but the posing is what I'm looking for, not the perspective necessarily. But I don't think that's a good way to show it. I think, let's look closely at this. I think, I mean, even if I were to put, you know, the surroundings or whatever, maybe like a big bubble. Well, he's not really breathing underwater though, or whatever. He's breathing underwater, so maybe the bubbles wouldn't help sell any of the struggle. I kind of like that though. Anyway, so I mean, he's supposed to be pulling like up and back. And I'm not sure, I mean, Looking at the screen, I do think that that pose kind of communicates that, and I think like I have his limbs positioned properly. Like if you were straining to grab something, I mean, I've tried to pull out like a root or something like that before, where you get down, you crouch down, really. You're in like a real good squat, and then you grab for the thing, and then you pull back and up, and that seems actually pretty decent. So I guess I'm pleased with that. It just lacks the rest of the character. And like, let's just compare real quick, because I'm done drawing right now. Not like I'm a quitter, just, you know, I'm up on my time limit and everything. But so like, I don't know, maybe we should look at those together. So let's adjust that a little more. So anyway, I don't know, I kind of like, I don't know, would I show both? Is showing the two of them paired together like the best way to communicate just how hard he's struggling to pull that up? I'm not really sure. Anyway, this has been day 16 of the 10-minute drawing challenge. I didn't do very much, but if you'd like to follow along on this journey as I struggle to craft myself into, or forge myself into a better artist, you can subscribe. You can, once you've subscribed, you can ring the notification bell to get notices whenever these videos come out, which is about 5 days a week. And if you don't want to subscribe yet or get those notifications, you can at least hit the like to help me out. And yes, I would appreciate that very much. And I do thank you for sharing your time with me right now. Until next time, be well, and remember, don't curse the darkness. Shine your light, folks.